Hi everyone, I have the pleasure to meet Andy Mindt, the head of Volkswagen Design here at IAA Munich. So Andy, thank you very much for accepting this invitation and for the opportunity to talk. Please tell me, because I see lots of novelties from Volkswagen brand, please tell me what remains and what is leaving from Volkswagen cars. I've heard something about glossy black and new materials.
I want to go one level higher, talk about the strategy for the moment, before we go to the material. Because I think our design values that we created now over the last time, actually they came from the past. You know, we say stable, likable, secret sauce. So stable is connected to the Beetle, which is reliable, and then you know, likable is the smile and the big eyes, and that kind of values we want to keep, forever. Coming from the past, they have a meaning in the present, and they go to the future. I'm convinced about them, and so we make everything matching to this. Everything matches to that. And then we can talk about the materials, you know, what is likable, what is secret sauce, and so on. And maybe the black, shiny areas are not so likable, you know, because some people dislike that.
It was an era in the automotive design when everybody went to glossy black because felt luxurious and affordable in production. But which is the material that is replacing the glossy black?
I can describe this. For instance, on the door card of the ID Cross, usually you have three elements. You have an armrest, you have the door open, you have the door grab handle, and you have the door opener. Three elements. We reduced that to one part. So we saved a lot of money with this, going to one part, one armrest with everything integrated. So then you make space for beautiful, expensive material. So we put the money in there to have the soft padded fabric all around you, and that is our aim. You know, this is how we overcome this. You know, to reduce and then having money to put into beautiful materials. So for us, material comes first, and then the shape of it.
When I first saw the ID to all concept, I was thinking that probably that's going to be in production like the ID2, but actually in the end it will be ID Polo.
Yes.
So are you happy with this new naming strategy? Do you think it reflects better the Volkswagen lineup?
Yeah, because it's more likable. Now I'm going back to strategy because it's a human name. It's more human when you have names instead of numbers, and I think that's better. That's better, you know. And for instance, the Volkswagen 1200 in the beginning, the Käfer, but the official name was Volkswagen 1200, you know, which is actually just a number. But immediately the audience was giving it a nickname, and this is Volkswagen. And this is why we are in the middle of the society, in the middle of the audience. No?
When we look in the heritage of Volkswagen, we can see lots of iconic, not only nameplates, but also body styles. So when you look at the first generation Polo, you have it outside for test drive. That is timeless. And we have here the ID Everyone, which is very similar in size, a small, affordable vehicle. But what about the nameplates that are gone? There is any chance, do you fight for them to bring them back, like the Beetle, for example? Do you see an electric Beetle revival in your dreams?
Of course, we can do a lot. We have a lot of ideas, but at the moment we have a certain situation in the car industry because we double the portfolios. You have the ICE portfolio and the EV portfolio, and that is eating all the capacities. You know, can you imagine? Because you have to make updates for both. And that is really a lot of work. And in this time where we have the double portfolio, it's hard to go to niche cars. So all we do is profit pool cars, but not niche cars. And
for the time being, I mean, you don't say bye-bye forever, huh?
No. But for the time being, we really have to go to these main things that are the most important. And then later we transform to hopefully to this, go back to the niche cars as well. Then we have capacities and so on.
For the design department that you're heading, is it more, let's say, likable to work on.
You learned it already.
To work on EVs or hybrids or combustion cars?
I would say it really doesn't matter. No, we like all of it. Yeah, our world is not black and white. Our world is colorful. We have everything, and we like everything. So we do all of it. But I see a lot of potential, of course, in EV cars because you have long wheelbase, you have short overhangs, big wheels, because of the rolling resistance, and then, okay, they are a little bit higher, but they are wider at the same time. So actually, that is a really good thing to have, no? as a proportion.
When I look at the ID Cross, the concept, we have it here.
Yes.
So when we look at this car, what stays in production, or let me ask you something differently. How much of this vehicle is production ready and how much is not?
So officially we say 80% is production and 20% is show car. But I would say the ratio is even higher. It's 90% production. And I believe when in next year, when the production car is unveiled, we put both next to each other, you will not spot the difference. I'm pretty sure. So the character is going to be the same or very, very similar. Of course, the rim size is 1 inch smaller.
But the design will be kept?
Same wheel design we will have, and the body panel design as well. For instance, we have the front screen of the car is the original glass. We have the window barrel, we call it, the shape of the side window is original. The sunroof is, all the flanges are. So a lot of elements are already taken from production.
Okay, that's good to hear. I mean, usually at motor shows we see concept cars, and then after 2 or 3, 4 years we see a car that it's way different. But that's not the case with recent Volkswagen vehicles.
No, we don't want to overpromise, and we want to deliver. Yeah, and we do it with the ID Polo, I would say. And then you will see the ID Everyone in production looks very, very similar to the show car, and of course this one as well.
What's new or what's coming for the rest of the ID range? Because you still have the ID3, 4, 5, 7 and Buzz. So when you have this very promising design, what do you promise to do to the other cars?
We can make them fit to this, and we will. And we have a program running already doing so. So we're going through the portfolio and make them fit to everything else. You will see that we create a big brother of this car. That's
the ID4, right? Or
I'm not allowed to say, but it's somehow like this.
Okay, I see. Yeah. So basically, what people see in this image, this is the new design identity for the Volkswagen lineup. Not only for this car, but for the whole lineup.
The whole lineup, Okay. There is in this book. You can what I was telling you. You can read it already. There's some nice pictures to explain what we mean by that, and the new color scheme, a little bit this 360 design. So other touch points we have in here. We have a new picture language that is matching to our new design direction. We call that the pure positive. And because it's a shape describing a shape, but it's a mindset as well. To be positive, optimistic, look into the future. We can make it. We are self-confident, and we believe in what we do.
I've seen on the concept car outside that here you don't have anymore that cladding on the where the glass and the door meet. Is that something that we are going to see in production as well, or not?
Let's see. We have some let's say affordable solution, and I cannot talk too much about this. We have a certain solution for this, which is improving. But what we delete for sure is the chrome framing and all of that. The frames they all go out. No, but we're going to have a good solution for this.
Okay, interesting. Because this is something that I've seen in some cars, in recent vehicles. Yes. And I'm curious that if that's going to be a trend or only some specific models will get it.
We call it the rubberless, no? The rubberless solution there is possible. It's actually...
It's more expensive? Or?
It depends. Some people say yes, some people say no. Actually, you cover... It depends how you count, because you take away a chrome bar. You take away a very
bigger
complicated...
part?
Yes, you take this away and you end up with a rubber which is covered. but to cover the rubber is a certain effort, but it's
in stamping, because you need a more precise stamping area,
which sits underneath, and there's some risk for water that goes inside the car, whatever, it's something that needs to be done properly, and especially we at Volkswagen, we need to deliver always a very reliable solution for this.
I've seen also in the concept that the infotainment, it's now facing both front passengers, is not facing the driver. Is that something that we are going to see in the series production for this car and for the others to come?
Yes,
or?
Absolutely, because we name it democratic, it's a democratic design. So everybody in the car can see it, can touch it, and that's, you are able to do your interaction from both sides.
What about frameless doors? What's your take on that? Do you like them? Or do you don't?
Yeah, the funny thing is the technology is actually really good, the frameless, because it's gonna be quieter in the car. It's quieter, the frameless, because the screen is running into the rubber gasket. And when I was at Audi, I had once Audi R6 and I had once an Audi R7. And the R6 has a frame, the R7 has no frame. And the R7 is actually better, it's quieter. You can feel it, the noise, when you go high speed on the German highway. You're allowed to go really top speed, like 310. Then you feel it's really quiet. It's really a good technology. I'm really convinced about that. But the thing is, sometimes it matches, sometimes not, And to close the door is sometimes flimsy, when you have no frame. This is like very delicate, you cannot really touch it.
And some people actually push the door by the glass, and that's wrong.
Exactly, and then you lose the
stability of the. Okay, I see. But it is a cost. I don't know, a perspective. Is it more expensive to make frameless?
Yes.
Okay, I see.
It's more expensive, but again, we are changing opinion right now, because in China you see it more and more as a standard solution, and when you standardize something, it becomes
producing more of that is more affordable, right?
And you end up with better solutions for production.
Okay.
So you have to find out whether it's a fashion, whether it's sustainable or not. But with the door handle, it's the same. 5 years ago, everybody said you cannot sell a car in China without the flush door handles, and now there's a new law in China bringing back them. Because they find out that maybe it's not so bad to have a proper door handle. But we have it on here, so we are happy with this.
Cool. So I guess our time is over, Andy. So thank you very much for the interview.
Thank you, of course.
Let's join the car and the others to discuss more. Thank you so much, Andy.
Let's go. Thank you very much. Bye bye.